Ivy.
Hey,
Hi.
good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
Reverend Valerie Torphy.
This is Greg and Sheila Fossen. They're our producers. And we have Stephan Anthony. He's going to do our reading and affirmations. And we got Barb and Salo, our great musicians from Illinois. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey. Good to see you all and be part of this wonderful service that we're about to experience. We're going to get started with Evocation. So if you close your eyes and join me in that centered place where God dwells in its perfection, and know that right where you are, God is in its entirety. And that truth is true for every individual on this planet and every living thing and non-living thing throughout the universe. There's but one God, one perfect creator. And I know that this service is a blessing today, and it is blessed that all who are participating, all who have come to enjoy what we're presenting, does so with an open mind and an open heart and catches what they need to catch. And so I am so very grateful for this opportunity to serve in such a wonderful, uplifting way. So grateful for these individuals who make this service possible. So grateful for life and eternity. For this and so much more, I say thank you and let it be, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
All right.
So it is.
Barb and Salo.
Well, we've got a little relax and let go, which is a really good reminder for both me and Salo today.
Yes.
I'll bring that.
And all of us, definitely.
Yeah, right.
So like that 1950s vibe. Here we go. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well, all is well. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well, all is well. And every day I affirm and pray that I'm blessed with everything I have. I release my fear, 'cause it's so clear that I'm broke and I'm loved, I am safe. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well, all is well. And every day I affirm and pray that I'm blessed with everything I have. I release my fear, 'cause it's so clear. I am held, I am loved, I am safe. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well, all is well, all is well.
Awesome.
That's great.
Did you write that?
No, I didn't. Karen Drucker wrote that. I really wished I would have written that. But somebody in this universe wrote it, and it's wonderful.
Well, you did a wonderful job. And thank you.
Thank you.
Salo in the background playing the drums. We appreciate you. We're
Like
sending
a little angel on my shoulder.
I'm an angel on her shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're surrounding your knee with light and love and healing power.
Mhm.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, we love you. We'll get right back to we got some stuff we got to announce.
So I invite you to like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro. And check out our website at cslnorthmetro.org. There's lots of good stuff on there. You can sign up to get our emails. You can request prayers. Stephan's Affirmations and affirmative prayers are out there. And Reverend Michael just wrote a new blog. It will be posting on December 1st. So you can look forward to that. And there's lots more good stuff out there too. Today's title is Let Go of the Shore. You've already met our guest artists, Salo, Stanley, and Barb Heintzelman. And the reading is from the elders. How did you say that word?
Let me see it.
Orabi?
Yeah, Orabi.
The elders, Orabi, Arizona, and Hopi Nation. And let's see. I think we're ready for the affirmations.
Okay. There's Stephan.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm thrilled to be able to share these with you. I focus my thoughts on what I want to manifest in my life. The presence of God is with me in every moment. Every day I experience perfect health and well-being. In every experience, I feel my full oneness with Spirit. At all levels of my being, I radiate a vibrant and powerful energy. Love and gratitude flow easily through me always, and so it is.
So it is. Nice.
And the reading.
Yes. By the elders, Arabi, Arizona of Hopi Nation. This is the hour. You have been telling the people that this is the 11th hour. Now you must go back and tell the people that this is the hour. And there are things to be considered. Where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Are you in right relation? Where is your water? Know your garden. It is time to speak your truth. Create your community. Be good to each other. And do not look outside yourself for the leader. This could be a good time. There is a river flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they are being torn apart and they will suffer greatly. Know the river has its destination. The elders say we must let go of the shore, push off into the middle of the river, keep our eyes open and our heads above the water. See who is in there with you and celebrate. At this time in history, we are to take nothing personally, least of all ourselves. For the moment that we do, our spiritual growth and journey comes to a halt. The time of the lone wolf is over. Gather yourselves. Banish the word struggle from your attitude and your vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred manner and in celebration. We are the ones we've been waiting for.
Wow.
That just gave me chills.
Yeah.
That was such a good rendition and a great reading. Thank you, Stephan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Where are we? Oh, more music. There we are.
Here we are.
Salo.
Thank you. Hey, it is good to be here, and I love that reading. So
Yeah.
and
So apropos.
that was a good one. Very, and I love the readings of any writings of the Hopi Nation are just so good. This next song is a song off of our CD. It is already done, and it's called "You Gotta Know It." It's probably our attempt at rock, but not really. It's a Barb and Salo song. So here is "You Gotta Know It."
Okay.
You gotta know it before you see it. Feel it before you believe it. You gotta know it before you see it. Feel it before you believe it. Faith is a bird that feels the dawn breaking and sings while it's still dark. Faith is a bird that feels dawn breaking and sings while it's still dark. what we hope for. Now faith is the confidence in what we hope for. You gotta know it before you see it. Feel it before you believe it. You gotta know it before you see it. Feel it before you believe it. Faith is the light that guides you through the darkness. Faith is the light that guides you through the darkness. You gotta know it before you see it. Feel it before you believe it. You gotta know it before you see it. Feel it before you believe it. You gotta know it before you see it. Feel it before you believe it.
Yeah,
Oh,
rock on.
Yeah.
I thought it was rock.
that's
Thank
beautiful.
you. Okay. Thank
I
you.
loved it.
Thank
Powerful.
you. It's
Good
one of our
message.
favorites.
Thank you. We'll
Oh,
be
thank you.
back to you a little later.
All right. Thank you.
How you doing, honey?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just in the flow, so to speak. And it's what we're talking about today. You get to look at what shore you're hanging onto. What part of your life are you hanging onto a shore that no longer serves you? And what's keeping you from jumping in, letting go, and allowing the flow to just take you on this beautiful journey, it's powerful journey, because there is a flow to life. There was a time in my life where I felt like I just didn't belong. I felt alone. I could fit in. I could be who I was supposed to be in different circumstances, whether it was in my job or at church or whatever. But I just felt like other people knew something that I didn't. That I was friends with certain people, but they were, when I was away, they knew something I didn't know, and it just was such a lonely feeling. So I all my life I had explored different religions because I thought that I would find myself within them. And because we traveled so much as a child, I got to try different religions. And my mother and father, my mother was Catholic and my father was Jew. So they didn't force their religion on us, but still I wanted to be part of something holy and spiritual and uplifting. So I tried all different, I'd make friends and try different churches, Foursquare, evangelical, and just tent revivals. I've been to them all, but eventually I came back and decided, and it wasn't until I was a teenager, decided to let go of the shore and just jump into Catholicism, because my mom was Catholic and I went through all the process of getting baptized and having communion, and it was good, but it still, there was something missing. I felt like I was partially there, but I still didn't feel like I fit in with members of the church, or I just felt so alone. So I grabbed onto the shore and I stayed afraid, not wanting to let go of Catholicism. But someplace in my life, something happened, because while I was exploring religion, I was also exploring, what am I supposed to do with my life? What is it that I can jump into and let the flow take me? And I found this thing called acting, and it felt so inspiring. I felt like, wow, this is my church, but still, I was still hanging on to the Catholicism while trying to get into the flow of theater and being an actor. And when I was on stage, it felt great. So eventually I let go of the shore and I just threw myself into theater, and it was so satisfying. Because when you're on stage with other people, whether you like them or not, you have to get along. You have to find a way to get along with those individuals who may challenge you. But the trouble with that was, it wasn't like I could go every Sunday and celebrate it. I could only go when I was in a play or something like that. So again, I kind of edged back to, well, I can still live with being a good Catholic and living a life. And it's not to put that religion down. It's just I didn't fit all the way. So I would go, not consistently. I would go when I've had tragedies or I was needing something or I was afraid or whatever. And that went on for a period of time. Would get into a play, would get a piece on TV or whatever. And my life just seemed out of control. It just seemed like, okay, I'm hanging on the shore, but my legs and my body is wanting to go in the flow because it's trying to pull me away. And I just was lost. And the moment that I let it all go, I went to a sacred place all by myself. I was married at the time, and I went on vacation by myself, and something happened. My life changed forever. I lost everything when I came back from the vacation, but I gained me because I realized I was the one I was looking for. And what I was looking for wasn't outside of me, it was within me. And once I found that, then I was guided to religious science. And I know a lot of people will agree with me that are in this teaching. It changes your life. Mm-hmm. It changes your life for the good. That doesn't mean that hard things don't take place or challenging things don't take place, but somehow they don't have the power anymore because you're in this flow. And those things that challenge you or hurt you in a way, they don't. It's like something from the shore. It's like something trying to, like a plant or something trying to grab a hold of you and pull you back in and snag you. But you can't get snagged because the flow is so powerful, and it takes you where your life can go, not by force, not by anything other than just relaxing into the flow. I'm gonna let you talk for a little while.
Okay. So I read it actually is a children's book this week. It's called The Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler by E.L. Konigsberg. And it's about a couple of kids who she just didn't feel like they were appreciating her at home at all. And she just needed to run away. But she didn't want to run away by herself, so she convinced her little brother to go with her. And she had saved up all of the money by skipping desserts that she had, this was like I think it was in the 60s. So it was very little money, but it was very little money even at the time. But her brother had a little more, and together they had $27
Wow.
to run away with. So her plan was they were going to get to New York, and then they were going to live in the museum. And so they did that. And eventually, I know it's a really interesting story, but here's what the author had to say about it for her adventure. The greatest adventure lies not in running away, but in looking inside. And that's really what she learned while she was there. And then she said the greatest discovery is not finding out who made the statue, which is the thing she got really interested in when she got there, but what makes you. And so I think a lot of us, and I know I've done this at times, if I just change my location, or if I just change my job, or if I just change this, or if I just change that, then everything will be okay. And the truth is, it really is an inside job all of the time. Mm-hmm. And one of the other things that I was thinking about is things that we believe are true because of past experiences we continue to create because we believe them to be true. So as we're on our journeys and we're leaving this thing and going to that thing and going to this other thing and picking a different person or a different set of friends, or as we take those old thoughts with us, then we continue to create the same thing because we haven't really changed from the inside. Mm-hmm. We haven't really gone in to say, who did I come here to be and what's my purpose to be mm-hmm. here and what's going on with me? And some of us, it takes us quite a while to get to that space. And I would say all of the progressions that I made took me a little closer to that space, and I enjoyed things about all of them. And frankly, when I was in banking, I was good at it. I liked it. I got promoted. I did good things. And I still was searching for that other thing. I still was searching for who I really came here to be. And I did find that. Well, I started finding that with, I think the first book was one by Deepak Chopra. And then there was one about creative visualizations by Shakti Gawain. That mm-hmm. might have been the first one. And those things eventually took me also to religious science and beginning to realize that the journey's always on the inside, that the changes always happen on the inside, that who we came here to be and how we. So I guess when I left banking, that was me letting go of the shore. It's like mm-hmm. Spirit told me, it's time for you to go. And I'm like, so what am I supposed to do next? And it's like, you'll know it when you see it. It's like, it took me a while to see it. And in the meantime, you know, I did get to know myself better, and I did quit trying to be that good employee and to be that good boss and to be all those things that were required. And I was reading The Eye of the I by David Hawkins a little bit, and he says, the way out of conflict is not to try to eliminate the negative, but to choose and adopt the positive. And so when we're in a place where we're thinking this thing is bad, or this person is bad, or this thing is bad, it's us that needs to change inside. It's our job to do the changing inside. And so the spiritual growth thing doesn't mean that we won't have things that happen that cause us to suffer. Yeah. It doesn't mean that. It means that we're guided and directed through it because there's something that we need to do to grow and grow through it. Mm-hmm. So once we decide, okay, I'm going to be a spiritual being and this is going to be what I do first, it doesn't mean, oh, I don't have problems anymore. It doesn't mean, oh, everything is perfect now.
Right. Although it is.
Well, it's perfect, whole, and complete, and I might not necessarily like it, right. And it might be painful, and it might be hurtful, and I might have to let go of some things that I was kind of attached to, right. And then I get something new.
Right.
Yeah. So
letting go of the shore.
Yeah.
So it's important for you to know that wherever you're going, you're going to get there.
Right.
One way or another. You can do it by scratching and complaining and just resisting altogether, but you're still going to get wherever it is that you need to get to. So why not do it in a safe, not a safe way, but that's a store. No, there goes Safeway. What was I talking about? You get there because it's an eternal journey,
right?
And your journey is different from my journey and Reverend Valerie's journey, but we're still all going to the same place. So why not do it with joy and with enthusiasm and with inspiration, and allow yourself to just sit back and float on this stream of life, and not try to grab a hold of a shore when you get a little comfortable. And that's our tendency to do. We'll let go of the shore and jump in there and be guided or be flowed to the next experience. And then we'll want to hang on to that one because we think that's the only thing that makes us happy. It may be a job, it may be a person, it could be anything. But life doesn't happen that way. And eventually something's going to come along, maybe a storm that makes the water, the flow goes twice as strong and pulls you away from the shore, but you're going to get to where you're going no matter what you do. And there's comfort in that. You can find peace in that. You can find the joy. It's up to you to look for it. So no matter where you are in your life right now, look inside, like Reverend Valerie said, and see what it is, what it is you're hanging on to, and why are you hanging on to it? How is it serving you? Is it just making you think that nothing bad will happen if you hang on to it? Well, spiritually speaking, that isn't very what?
Well, you don't grow very much when you're hanging on to something.
Right, you don't grow very much.
So it might be comforting for your human self, but not so much for who we came here to be, what we came here to do, how we came here to be. And learning how to just look at what's going on and not always be in judgment. This is good, this is bad, I like this, I don't like this, I like this person, I don't like that person, I wish they would. We just adopt the positive. Adopt the positive and understand that we're eternal beings. And the things that feel so painful and so hurtful and so scary here in our human form are not hurting us eternally at all. And we are growing and becoming stronger and developing whatever it is we came here to develop when we said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go be on earth right now, and I'm gonna learn this thing, and I'm gonna do these things. And we didn't come on to say, and I just need to be safe the whole time I'm here. And so please don't give me anything hard to do, because I just don't want to do that. That isn't why we came here.
And, it applies to us individually. It applies to us in a community. The Hopi elders said, build a community. And that's what we're doing. Not that every other community is wrong. It's just, this is where we are. These are the individuals we're surrounding ourselves with and participating with and celebrating life with. And it also can stand for a nation. God knows what we're trying to hold on to in our nation for the longest time. We heard that saying, what was the saying? Make America great again. Well, that's really saying hang on to the 50s.
Yes, it was.
Let's go back to when there was racism and sexism and all those isms. And we were right at that point of letting go, but something as a nation had to grab hold and hold on to it a little bit longer, so we don't have to face the changes that are taking place. But the changes that are taking place are amazing. I mean, imagine a world that works for everybody, no matter who you are, or what your path is, what color of the skin you are, what your relationships is. Build your own relations. That's what the reading said. Build your own relations and make them good. Find the joy of life. Life is perfect. The flow is perfect, and you're perfect in that flow. You give up some of your perfection temporarily when you grab a hold of the shore and hold on for God knows what reason, but you think you're going to be safe, but you're not. You're safe by allowing life to pull you forward from glory to greater glory, and allowing yourself to just be all that you can be. Be open to being guided. Let go of the shore. Open your life. Live life completely. Yeah?
Yeah, so what are some of our tools? The ones that we talk about all the time.
Well, why don't you tell them?
Well, we have prayer.
Affirmative prayer.
Affirmative prayer. We have affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
We have meditation.
Number one.
We have classes.
Mm-hmm.
We have spiritual counseling.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Visioning.
Services. We even joined together and watch a movie and talk about its spirituality.
And we also have a discussion group on Thursdays where we discuss articles from the Science of Mind magazine for 2 weeks, and then we vision for a week.
So you can just throw your entire self into the spiritual nature of you.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing, make your dinner, go to your job, raise your kids. That's all important stuff. But what's most important is who you are while doing that. How you're working on yourself while doing that. I remember I had a client once who came to me and he talked about being gay at his job. He worked at a bank, and he had to pretend that he was something that he wasn't, because he'd hear gay bashing and jokes about gay people, and he'd have to force himself to laugh on it, but it was burning inside of him. It was tearing him apart. So he came to me and we worked on it, and he had to come to that place where he could step into who he was and acknowledge who he was and step forward and be who he was. Mm-hmm. But it was afraid. I mean, he was afraid. He was afraid to let go of that shore, because what would happen to him? So we talked about the possibilities of what would happen to him. And then we talked about positive possibility. You got to accent the positive, whatever the negative. And he finally came to the conclusion that he was going to say something, that he didn't care if he lost his job. He got that comfort to let go of the shore, and he went and talked to those individuals that were participating in that, and they actually felt for him. And the boss that was allowing all that to happen and sometimes instigating it ended up losing his job. And the whole atmosphere changed where he worked. The whole atmosphere changed because he let go of the shore, stepped into his fullness, and says, this is me. This is who I am. It's not the complete of who I am, but this is part of who I am. And stepping into that was a courageous thing.
Yeah.
So letting go of the shore takes courage.
Yeah.
We as a nation have to let go of the past and step into looking at things that don't serve all of us and changing those things. And I don't know, it's such a wonderful thing to let go of the shore. It's so liberating. It's so freeing that you won't know what we're talking about until you do it. No matter what area of your life it takes place. I mean, I don't know for you where that would be, but you know for you where that would be, because within you, it's screaming at you to let go of the shore, whatever area of your life that can be in.
I can remember when I was working in the bank, and this guy came down and he's like, oh, so-and-so is getting a divorce. And I said, I'm so sorry to hear that. And he said, well, see if I tell you any more good gossip. And I'm like, please don't. It's like, why would I want to know a bad thing about a person and then celebrate it? It's like, dude, I don't want to hear any more of your gossip. So thank you very much for not sharing it with me.
So we're all invited to look into our lives and discover where it is that needs some looking at.
So that in the book by Thomas More, Care of the Soul, he says, the soul sees every fall into ignorance and confusion as an opportunity to discover the beast residing at the center of the labyrinth is an angel. And he says, observance means first listening and looking carefully at what is being revealed in the suffering. So I'm going through this thing, and so instead of lamenting about it, it's my job to look at what is mine to learn from what I'm going through. What is mine to gain? Where am I going next?
So the good news is, eventually, when you let go of the shore, maybe it has to be 2 or 3 times, because sometimes we let go of the shore and we get into the flow and we're enjoying it, and like I said earlier, we grab a hold of the shore because we don't want it to go any further. But eventually you'll get to the place where you're just enjoying the flow. It's like you're on a raft, you're kicked back, you got a Mai Tai in your hand, and you're just enjoying life. Where did I get Mai Tai?
I don't know.
I don't even drink.
I have no idea. I was thinking when we first started talking about this, about what it's like when you live in the Rockies and you see this beautiful, beautiful stream and you just think you're going to just step into it. And then it's like ice cold. And so getting yourself out into the center is just a little scary because it's freezing. However, after you've been in there a little while, your body kind of just gets used to it. It's okay. And so I think that's how changes feel sometimes. It's like stepping into that ice cold water when I thought this was going to be pleasant. And oh my gosh, it's not. So, and we keep going and it gets pleasant, or sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes the path is challenging until you. Okay, I think that happens because we're hanging on to what we thought it was going to be, or what we think it should be, or other beliefs about it. And that gets back to when we are telling ourselves something that it's because this always happens to me, or this is always that. It's time to really look at those beliefs and go, what do I need to do to step out and find new beliefs and change what I'm thinking? Because that's what we talk about all the time. Thoughts are things, and we manifest those thoughts that we're thinking, and we have the opportunity to change what we're thinking, change how we're doing things. And like Ernest Holmes says, we change our thinking, we change our lives.
Yeah. So I just say, love it all. Love your flow. Love your flow in life. Love others' flows, their flow in life. Love the process. Love who you are, what you're becoming. Just love it all. Because when you find the good of you, that good that is God, then it's easy to love. It's easy to love even those that challenge you. And sometimes it takes a little work, because you can get to the place of love. A lot of times you don't have to like, but you can love. Mm-hmm. And what does that mean? That means just be gentle. Don't, if somebody's challenging you, don't stoop to the level of what the challenge is. Rise above it and show love, show compassion, show yourself, because in truth, you were made from love. You are love. Mm-hmm. And love will continue to show up in your life in every area as you flow around the stream into the eternal now. Got anything else you want to say?
I'm done.
Well, I guess we're done.
All right. Should we pray?
Well, I think that's a great idea.
All right.
I think we should pray. Who's going to start it?
I am.
You are? Okay.
So I just invite you to take a deep breath. Just let go of any worries or problems. And recognize that right where each one of us is, right where I am, right where you are, we are one with the divine intelligence. That is everything. It's all we can see and hear and taste and touch and smell, and all we cannot. It's all time and all space. It is everything that has ever been and everything that ever will be, all together, right here and right now. That there is just that one thing going on, that pure love, that pure intelligence, that pure divine intelligence, that pure divine love and peace and harmony, that creativity, that eternal oneness is everywhere present. And is right within me, is right within Reverend Michael, and is right within each one of you. And as we just settle into that oneness, into that allness, into that isness, I know for each one of us, love and peace and truth and harmony and divine guidance and divine protection and peace and awareness and abundance and prosperity and acceptance and accepting of others who are different. It is all of that. And so in absolute love and peace and harmony, I pass this word to Reverend Michael.
And so we shout out our love and light to Lana as she recovers from her back surgery, knowing that she recovers quickly and easily. And we just surround her back with lots of light. We join together to do that. And we do the same for Salo, as her knee is calling for our attention. We throw out and send out healing vibes that penetrates that knee and helps it heal quickly. Yes. We know the truth for those that are needing of prayer right now.
Yes.
Whatever it is that you would like prayer for, just right where you are, shout it out. And in the invisible, we hear it. We support you in it. We know the truth about whatever it is that you desire, and we hold that truth in our heart and our soul, knowing that it has to manifest. And I shout out to our country, knowing as we have a new leader, that he's guided and directed and kept safe in all that he does, and all those people that he has chosen to work along with him, make the perfect decisions for our country. And indeed, as it's good for our country, it's good for the world.
Yes.
So I'm so grateful to know this truth and to hold it in my heart and to know that it has to manifest in time and space. And with this divine clarity, I can now give thanks. So grateful for knowing that the word is complete and fulfilling itself in everyone's life, the life of the planet and beyond. And for this, I give thanks eternally by letting go, letting God, and allowing it to be. And together we say, and so it is.
Amen. Ashe. And woohoo!
Yeah. What are we doing now, honey? Barb and Salo. Spaced out.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. I love your words. I love the message. This next song is called "The Gift of Love." It's based on a traditional English melody called "The Water is Wide," and it's also the words based. The love chapter in 1 Corinthians 13 is like, because it all comes down to love.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Everything we do is made out of love.
That's right.
Though I may speak with bravest fire and have the gift to all inspire, and have not love, my words are vain as sounding brass and hopeless gain. Though I may give all I possess, and striving so my love profess, let not begin by love within. The prophet soon turned strangely thin. Come, Spirit, come, our hearts control. Our spirits long to be made whole. That inward love guide every deed. By this we work and are free.
Wow.
Oh, so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very touching.
Yes. That's great.
We'll be back to you in a minute.
All right.
So I invite you to just get conscious now and go within and see where you are in your givingness. Let your heart speak for you as we open up our hearts for receptivity to the good that is coming to support this ministry and everything it does and everything it represents. So just check into your consciousness and your heart and see if it's saying it's time to give, because it's a wonderful thing. And if you like what we're doing and you believe what we're doing, then support us. We'll love you if you don't, and we love you if you do, but we're asking for that support now. So just join with me and point your palms towards the camera.
Well, wait a minute. I need to tell them how they can give.
Oh.
You can use Venmo, and Greg's going to put the little QR code up so you can put your phone right on
There it
it.
is.
You can text YUGIVE to 888-364-GIVE. And the easiest way probably is to go right to our website, CSL North Metro. There's a couple of ways to give right there. You can just give once. You can set it up to give regularly. And whatever you do, we'll just be really, really grateful for it.
We will.
And yeah, thank you so much. Okay, now.
Okay, point your aim your palms towards your what am I saying?
Go for it.
Towards the screen, and know that it's coming out and surrounding all of us. And just repeat after me. I give thanks for this opportunity to give.
I give thanks for this opportunity.
I give freely from my heart and my soul.
I give freely from my heart and my soul.
Knowing these gifts multiply in the world.
Knowing these gifts multiply in the world.
Touch many people.
Touch many people.
Many nations.
Many nations.
And many leaders.
Many leaders.
And I know that it comes back even greater.
I know that it comes back even greater.
To uplift my life.
To uplift my life.
And set me free.
And set me free.
For this and so much more.
For this and so much more.
I say thank you.
I say thank you.
Let it be.
Let it be.
And so it is.
So it is. Okay. Now we're ready for Barb and Salo again.
Barb and Salo.
Hey.
Traditionally this is Thanksgiving, so everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving. However, I do know of people have started getting ready for Christmas since the beginning of this month, and because it's in their words, it's like, this year's been a dumpster fire, so let us be merry. So one of the songs that make us merry is the song, I love the chorus and I love the chords, Angels We Have Heard on High. So we thought we'd kind of kick off this merry season and sing along with us because everybody knows the chorus.
All right.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why these songs of happy cheer? What great brightness did you see? What glad tidings did you hear? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Christmas Village to that song.
Oh, I'm loving that.
Yay.
Yay.
I love
We started early too.
We did.
Got the lights on outside.
We did.
Our excuse was we want to do it while the weather's still good.
Yes. As we're out walking in the neighborhood, like lots of the neighbors were putting their lights up, and I thought, well, I always wait until after Thanksgiving. However, it is warm right now, and sometimes it gets very cold after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we did that. And then while we were doing that, we went ahead. I got all of these at a used store. I was so happy. I went in there and I was just like, looking for Christmas decorations, and I noticed they had, I think I bought 4 of them. And they were a really good price. And so I told Reverend Michael the next day, it's like, I think they were just starting to put those out. And I just would like to make sure that I got them all. So I went back and there were like another 4 or something. And there was a barn and another woman was looking at it. And I thought, okay, I could let her have the barn. I really don't need it all. I don't have to be a pig. And she looked back at me and she said, well, don't you want this barn too? I think you need to have it. I said, thank you very much. So,
Yeah, Gloria, honey.
And the coolest thing is they're all the same brand, so they're all the same size. So it was, anyway, one of those little blessings.
A universal score. Yeah.
Right. It was perfect. So
Okay. You got to let them know about the...
Oh, right at the end, Zoom. Yeah. Right after this, we are having a Zoom meeting. So we invite you to sign on to Zoom, and the link is going to be on the comments. So on the comments, if you happen to be on YouTube, and the link is on our website under the calendar. So join us afterwards. We'd love to get to know you and hear your ahas about today and what's going on in your life.
Yes.
And
have a good time.
yeah. And you can go to info@csl.org, or you can also sign up on the email list on the website. So we'd love to hear from you. So just give us a holler.
Keep in touch.
Now you can Benedict this out.
Good. And Sheila, are you with us? There you are.
We are.
Thank you for
Great minds think alike.
Thank you for your great support and for making all this possible. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do
We
this.
wouldn't be doing this without you.
So we send lots of light to the...
And that beautiful, beautiful musicians who join us every week, that we just appreciate it so much.
Yeah, we are so blessed. So let's just turn within and give thanks for this wonderful life that we get to share, for the wonderful service that just took place, knowing that something touched you and will continue to grow within you to let go of that shore and to live life to its fullness. I bless each person that joins us today. I bless every living creature on this planet. I bless the universe. So thankful that we get to play in it. For this, I say thank you and let it be, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Okay, have a wonderful week, everyone.
Peace and blessings.
Bye.
I wanted to say it's a great discussion group afterwards.
it is
So
awesome.
It
join
is.
us.
It's really fun.
Lots
Yeah.
of fun.
So
All right.
come on.
Yeah, join us.
Bye.
All right. See you in a little while.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Okay.
everyone.